This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, August 7th. I'm James Spann. Hey, guess what? It's raining in spots around Alabama today. You probably know that. Let's go right to some of the Skycam shots around the network. We'll start with the Skycam coming from Trussville. I got a heavy downpour just south of that location. That camera's on Chalkville Mountain Road by the Walmart just north of Interstate 59. That's our Skycam at Fultondale, north of downtown Birmingham. You see those big cumulus towers growing rapidly in the distance, many of those forming into storms today. But on the Gulf Coast, things looking pretty good. That's our Gulf Shore Skycam. Folks enjoying the sun, surf, and sand. Weather looks fine for the next 5 days down there. About 6 to 8 hours of sunshine each day with the standard risk of a thunderstorm from time to time. Highs around 90 on the immediate coast. There's the synoptic scale pattern this afternoon. We've got this big upper high that is currently over Texas and Louisiana. That's the center of the heat bubble. North of that, we've got thunderstorms that develop, and they move up and around the heat ridge, and that's kind of keeping us unsettled. There's a peek at the radar at 2:19. At that point, the heavier storms were lined up from near Huntsville and Athens down to about Moulton, Haleyville, and Hamilton. The showers developing pretty rapidly around the Birmingham metro, and like recent days, they're moving to the east-southeast. Temperatures today still below average. Nobody griping about that. 86 for Gadsden and Fort Payne, Birmingham 89, Tuscaloosa managing 90. And, it's moist. We talk about an ocean of humidity. Those are the precipitable water values, and they are just like a tropical rainforest. Amounts are well in excess of 2 inches over all of Alabama and the adjacent states. And, again, it doesn't take a lot to squeeze rain out of this kind of air. Check the watch warning map. To the north, we've got a flash flood watch for the Tennessee Valley counties served by the Weather Service in Huntsville. Also about the northern half of Georgia under a flash flood watch. There was some flash flood warning issues north of Atlanta earlier today. Off to the west, heat advisories underneath the upper high around the Arklatex over into western Mississippi. Severe weather possibilities for the rest of today and tonight. A couple of slight risks well to the west and north. And tomorrow, a slight risk of severe weather for places like Oklahoma City, Wichita, Springfield, Missouri, and Amarillo, Texas. Here's the rain for the next 5 days. Heavier rains north of us, but we'll get some good amounts. And like we've talked about, inevitably we will see some storms dropping just 1 inch of rain in 30 minutes or 1 hour in this kind of air mass. So it's hard to draw these maps this valid through Monday morning of next week. But clearly, a lot of Alabama is going to see some very beneficial summer rain. Tropical weather scene. Little wave in the Caribbean. The NHC guys have a 0% chance of developing over the next 48 hours. And again, there's a lot of dry air out there. We've talked about this, but I do think things will start to finally uptick a little bit within the next week or two, which it should this time of the year. We'll check the GFS. This is the global forecast system, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. There's the upper high centered over North Louisiana, around Monroe. And down below that, we stay in the moist axis, so look for scattered and numerous showers and storms. And again, the timing is just problematic. We can't tell you exactly when it's going to rain and when it starts, when it stops. Very frustrating for you and for us, but it's just beyond the skill of the science in summer forecasting these summer storms. But this is tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'm sorry, this is tonight at 10 p.m., showing a thunderstorm complex coming through here. And that's the bottom line. We can have a storm at basically any hour of the day or night. Storm is a little more active in the afternoon and evening, but late night and morning storms can't be ruled out. This is tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Scattered showers and storms. Here's Friday afternoon. Same deal. Scattered showers and storms. And with this kind of air mass, they can drop a lot of rain in a short amount of time. For the weekend, things won't change. There's Saturday and Sunday. Highs across the board, 87 to 91 over the next 4 days. And understand the rain won't be continuous. The sun breaks out at times. We all know the pattern. We've dealt with it for the last several days around here. Here's Monday of next week, the upper high centered around New Orleans. And again, for the Gulf Coast, you can see underneath that, the air is sinking. They have subsiding air, so the air should be a little drier. The weather a bit drier on the Gulf Coast. Still, there could be a few storms, but just not as many. Up this way, same deal. Scattered showers and storms. There's Tuesday. Wednesday of next week looks the same. All right, let's go out there to the 18th of August. Ooh, a little tropical low in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. Interesting to note. And if by chance that happens, we would be on the drier side. The big rains would come over the Florida Peninsula and Georgia if that happens to be correct. This is the 18th. That thing is just kind of drifting north. And again, the big rains would be over Georgia and the Carolinas if this is right. And this is just voodoo. We'll check the end of the forecast, August 23rd. Same story. A big ridge in the west, a trough in the east. We've seen that all summer long. And again, that would suggest a chance of scattered showers and storms with temperatures, generally speaking, below average. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you can, watch us this evening on ABC 3340 News on the live stream or the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.